soul. Got clout, got hoes. Trayvon, I'm the GOAT. Daquan, you a hoe. Your baby mama a swallower. You had a pimp for your follower. We do not pay for no followers. Big pimpin' with my collar up. Who got the coat? I got the coat. Who got the coat? I got the coat. She want the coat. I got the coat. Go to my neck. Go to my...
How's it going, Jack Tackers, and welcome back to another video for you guys. Today I'm going to be ranking all 11 Batman movies. So, of course, at number 11 is Batman and Robin. Whew, what a train wreck. I know some people find this movie enjoyable because it's so bad, but no, this movie sucks. Coming in at number 10 is Batman Forever, which I find this movie slightly better than Batman and Robin. Mainly because when they released the Batman movies on Netflix, I could actually watch this movie. Unlike Batman and Robin, I was about, 20 minutes in and I was like, okay, this is god-awful. But Batman Forever, I feel like the villains are slightly better, and there's just a bit more substance with the movie, though it's still very bad. At number 9, I have 1966 Batman with Adam West. And now, this movie actually isn't bad. It's somewhat boring, and it doesn't age well, obviously. Though, I still give the movie credit, because it does what it was supposed to do, and that's all that matters. And, I'm not hating on the movie. I do like it quite a bit better than Batman Forever. Though it is missing the, it doesn't age well is the main issue. And at number 8, I have the Lego Batman movie. Now, I actually enjoy this movie a lot. It's just, these Batman movies above it, I think, are just better. But the Lego Batman movie, I did enjoy, though some of the jokes can get annoying, especially if you rewatch it. It's obviously geared towards more of a younger audience, which I don't necessarily, that's the main reason I kind of have issues with it. But for what it does, it feels like a Batman movie. It really does. They did their job, and I still very much enjoy the film. At number 7, I have Batman Mask of the Phantasm. This was the only animated, well, if you count the Lego Batman movie, but that was kind of, different style of animation. It was the only real animated Batman movie released in theaters. I know there's a lot of other animated Batman movies out there, but they haven't been theatrically released, so I'm only really ranking the theatrically released Batman movies. And this actually was released in theaters. I've only seen it once, but it was about a year ago, so my memory is relatively fresh. I do love the villain. It's very unique out of all the Batman films, I will say. It's probably the most unique out of any of them, to be honest with you. And like I said, I do like the villain. The story's really good as well, and I do very much enjoy this film. Just these other ones, in my opinion, are slightly better than it. And coming in at number 6, I know many people will disagree with me, but that is Batman vs. Superman, Batman v Superman. Yeah, listen, this movie is flawed, and I understand that. It is very much flawed. It is. Though, I'd rather watch this movie than any of the other movies I just said. The final act, I think, is just really entertaining. Yes, there's so much storyline cramped into one movie, and like with Lex Luthor and Doomsday and Wonder Woman shows up, what the hell? There's just a lot going on, and Batman's like, this is his first movie in the DCU, like, you're just bringing him in, kind of setting up, like, what are you doing? Yes, but it's Batman and Superman, they're fighting each other. It's just, oh man, I like the movie, I do, but it's flawed, and I know that, so I just want to get that out of the way so people don't be like, dude, the movie sucks. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, the quality of it sucks, but I still enjoy it nonetheless. Coming in at number 5 is Batman Returns. I think I had to do it. I recently rewatched the Batman movies, and I was kind of like, well, I kind of do like Batman Returns a bit more than the Batman 89. But I just realized, I was like, no, I don't. I don't. Because this movie, the Penguin's great. Danny DeVito as the Penguin is phenomenal. And, Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman is also really great as well. I really do like this movie, but it feels a lot like a Tim Burton film, because Tim Burton directed this, and it doesn't really feel like a Batman movie. At some points it does, but the Penguin, I realize, comparing it to the comics, like when you're watching it you don't really realize, but going back to the source material you're like, what the hell are they doing? And at number 4 is Batman with Michael Keaton. This movie is just, it changed the superhero genre completely. You know, you had your Superman movies, and then you brought in this dark, gritty Batman. And this feels very much like a Batman movie. I mean, the beginning, when they're on the rooftop, and then he's like, what the hell are you? The iconic line on Batman, like, that started it all. Like, I love this film, I really do, and how could you not like it? So the next 3 are pretty obvious. Number 3 is The Dark Knight Rises, and we got the Dark Knight trilogy right up here. The Dark Knight Rises obviously is the weakest of the Nolan trilogy, though I quite enjoy it, and I do like what it does, and for a while I never really understood the ending. I still don't completely, but I still really like the movie. I love Bane. Tom Hardy is amazing in this, and you really do have some great moments when Batman or Bruce Wayne's trying to climb out of the Lazarus pit, and when he's like, "Where's the traitor?" There's my Batman impression for you. But yeah, I really do still like this movie very much. And number 2 is Batman Begins. I recently rewatched this as well. I love this movie, and I was debating on actually whether putting this at number 1, but I just had to put this at number 2. It does the Batman origin perfectly. It's so amazing. I love the origin. I used to not like origin stories. Maybe that's why I didn't really used to like this one, but rewatching it, I love it. The villain is still great in it. Ra's al Ghul and Scarecrow, I love them in it. And it just sets up this Nolan universe really well. And like I said, the origin for Batman, it was great. But of course, at number 1, of course, it's The Dark Knight. It's The Dark Knight. Dark Knight is not only the best superhero movie of all time, but it's the best movie of all time. So, I'll leave you on that note.